family of 7, so we're gonna hear noises in life. And if you hate kids, my channel is not gonna be for you. If you've been following me on Instagram, or if you've been following me on, I said Instagram. Did you catch that? Hi everyone, I just got back from DoTerra Convention 2023. Left my husband with all 5 of our children, and I went and got my learn on with my fellow advocates, wellness advocates. We are advocates for wellness. And this year's kit, although I've said it every single year, I think is my favorite kit because, listen, I'm just going to start with the one that I'm most excited about, okay? Let's just get right into it. That's what I do. We don't have time. We need to get the good. I'm most excited about this product right here. If you've been following me on Instagram or YouTube for a while, you know that I've dealt with gut issues because I was overprescribed antibiotics for years and years and years on end. From about 14 or 15 years old all the way into my 30s. I kept getting chronic infections and they kept prescribing me antibiotics and never checking, testing, root cause, nothing. And I didn't know what I know now, so I just kept taking them and it would lead to other things. So I'm convinced my gut is shot, okay? DoTerra's PB Assist probiotic has been one of my favorite things for years. This is a new improved PB Assist. It's called PB Restore now. They've improved it. I've been taking it every day. You know what? I forgot to take it today. You take it before a meal. I already had dinner. We just had dinner. I'm going to take it today, so I'm going to take it out. So it looks really futuristic, okay? Postbiotics is included now. So prebiotics, probiotics, and postbiotics. So there's a liquid in that outer encapsulation. I don't know if you can see. I feel like you can't. It's like a milky kind of, like a cloudy, it's like a cloudy liquid that when this outer capsule dissolves sooner, then that will be in the upper line, like the upper part of our GI tract. And then it's like time released. So the pre, pro, and post are all going to the proper area of the gut to address things. I have to tell you, I've only been taking this less than a week. When was today? So I've been taking this since last Thursday. Today's Tuesday. I have noticed a difference for me, a difference in, I mean, whatever. I'm not even gonna say anything right now. I think I'm gonna do like a 30-day update and do another video about that because I swear it's like magic and magical. Do you like my new water cup? How freaking cute is this? Okay, that's empty now. PB Assist is new and improved, and it's brand freaking new. Okay, so with that, because you guys know that we had the PB Assist Junior sachets, right? If you don't know, just know that DoTerra makes some of the best probiotics. I mean, I've tried so many, and that's why I can say, like, I've tried so many. And for me and my kids, we take this all the time. Like, I've tried so many that didn't do anything to help me and to make me feel any kind of different. So these are the new super cute sachets of the PB Assist Plus Probiome Gut Complex, 7 billion AFU live cells formulated for the whole family. This one's in the new strawberry melon flavor. These taste good. I've already had these, but I save them for my kids because, you know, I'll take the pills and they'll take these. But I'm not gonna lie, I like taking these. So these are actually for adults as well. So the other ones are PB Assist Junior. Yes, adults could take them, but these are more like if adults do take them, then it's going to give them what they need too. So they even said, I forget the age that they gave, but like I think 10 and under would only take half of this, which is nice. It'll save you some money, honey. Okay. Right back into it. We have a brand new toothpaste. If you know DoTerra, you know that we've had the On Guard toothpaste since the beginning of time. And that is like a clove, wild orange, cinnamon flavor. I love that toothpaste. I've been using it for 9 years. This is the Supermint. Look how cute. Just the color is cute. I like this on my counter. But look how cute that is. I'm trying to put it close enough to it. Let me see if it focuses. There we go. Can it focus? Okay. So this is a Supermint toothpaste. If you don't know, I think it was last year, doTerra created the Supermint essential oil blend. It has peppermint, Japanese mint, bergamot mint, and sweet mint. So they created an oil for that, and it's a blend of mints, and it's delicious. And they even have like little beadlets that you can pop in your mouth, and they're delicious. Well, now we have the Minty Fresh, because some people would prefer like a mint toothpaste over a clove and cinnamon, right? I like both, but I will tell you, I'm probably going to be using this one now. I mean, I not only just to change it up, but I like a Minty Fresh toothpaste. The first thing that Emily Wright launched to us is Blue Lotus. Okay. The story is amazing that she told. I think you had to be there, but basically she was on the hunt for a quality, like potent, pure Blue Lotus essential oil from like 1996, when she first realized that she loved the Blue Lotus essential oil, and then she realized that none of it was real. It was all synthetic, like it didn't exist. So I don't know, I feel like God planted that seed in her, and she's been on this journey for so long, and she did it. She found like a sustainable, sourceable way to grow and harvest Blue Lotus. And they showed the women and the men in the waters picking, like hand picking snails off of the flowers, like just beautiful, pure. Like, do you know what the Blue Lotus looks like? Let me show it to you. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so if you don't know the story of the lotus, it's like, I think the Egyptians even had it in their hieroglyphics back in the day. Like, it's always been a highly regarded flower because the story of how it's grown is so incredible. And I think that it's a great juxtaposition to human life. And all of us have a story. All of us have always been through something, right? Like everyone, we don't leave this earth unscathed. And we go through a lot before, you know, we reach the end, the finish line, heaven, Jesus. But the lotus specifically is rooted in and grows through and raises up through the muck and mire, and then goes through the beautiful clear waters into the sunshine, and goes to the surface and opens and blooms into this beautiful, exotic, gorgeous flower. And it's like, I don't know, it's very symbolic, don't you think? It's beautiful. Okay, so I would recommend, because this is such a beautifully aromatic, like this is like the ultimate aromatherapeutic oil. This is like for prayer time. When you're praying or you're meditating on God's word, this is the perfect oil to put on your temples, behind your ears, on your wrists, and just have a moment with God. Okay, so there's also, what it's good for is hydration. So it's it mixes well with common oils that we have, like the Serenity oil, calming, peace. It's the solvent extraction from the flower, so it's the absolute. That's the extraction method. It helps for nervous system balance. It'll blend well with other flower oils or even citrus oils. I haven't really blended with much. I just put it on just in the morning because I've had it by my kitchen sink. It can be used as an aphrodisiac. It's a very subtle oil. It's very gentle, if I can say gentle. It's like, it's a very gentle smell. Like, it's just like a whisper. It's very chill. Like, it's not like Lang Ylang. Have you ever smelled Lang Ylang? Like, you open that bottle and you sniff it, it's like, whoa. Like, if you ever put Lang Ylang in a blend that you're making, you're gonna put one drop. If you're putting Lang Ylang in a diffuser, you're gonna put one drop, because I love Lang Ylang, but it's so strong that it can overpower, like, it could be too much. This is not gonna be like that. This is so, like, it's very soft. It's very, very soft in my opinion. I'm gonna put some on right now. Okay, so I will tell you, it has a little bit of a yellow tinge when you put it on. So just, you don't want to get on your clothes, okay? But if your skin is having feelings of dryness, I would definitely recommend using Blue Lotus to your serum or your moisturizer to help your skin retain hydration. Okay, have you guys heard of forest bathing? So it's called hiking. I'm just kidding. When I first started hearing about that on the internet, like forest bathing, I was like, what is this? What's going on? But now, after attending convention, I know a little bit more of the backstory. So the Japanese created a term called Shinrin Yoku. Shinrin Yoku. I don't know. That's what it is. AKA forest bathing. And this is from like the 90s. I think they coined this phrase in the 90s. So I thought when I started hearing it recently, I was like, who, like, what are people talking about? Because obviously we're supposed to be in nature. Nature is a part of us. It's, you know, Adam and Eve put us in the Garden of Eden. That's just our connection. Like, we should be there. But like, they did a study in 1996 about people like not going outside. Like 93% of people did not go outside in 1996. So can you imagine what it is now with all the TV and the screens and I can't, because when they said that statistic, I was like, duh. And they're like, that's a statistic from 1996. And I was like, dang, that's messed up. That's messed up. The Bible says there's nothing new under the sun. Okay. So anyways, this is a blend of tree oils. They basically made a very intentional way of like, they call it forest bathing, but it's an intentional way of like observing nature, absorbing nature, inhaling nature, being at one with nature, right? And I think it's a beautiful romantic practice. Everyone that I know, obviously, when you go to the forest or the woods or on a hike, it's just like, it brings something out in you. Like, you feel good, it smells amazing, you're happier. Grounding and like taking your shoes off and walking on the earth makes you feel good. So I will say, don't buy this oil and like not go outside into nature, because we need to be out there, right? This smells so good. They brought it out in two forms. So one for the diffuser, undiluted. You just put that bad boy in there and smell the great outdoors and fill your room with the forest. It's beautiful. And then this one is diluted with fractionated coconut oil, so you can use topically on your skin. There are a lot of oils that you don't have to dilute, but like I said, if you've been on my Instagram or on this channel for a long time, you know that I say no matter what, dilute, because not only does it stretch the life of your oils, but it actually it helps the oil to work better. So let me tell you what is in this. It's citrus lemon peel oil, magnolia leaf oil, Siberian fir, cardamom, cypress, hinoki wood oil, lavandin, grapefruit peel oil, cypress branch and leaf oil, geranium oil, and then lemon petitgrain branch and leaf oil. It smells so good. So we have another tree blend. We have a lot of tree blends and we have a lot of tree oils, and those happen to be like my favorite ones. And the tree oils are specifically like, they help you to feel grounded when you feel very like chaotic. And I mean, I get that. That just totally makes sense to me. So it makes you just feel rooted and planted, right? When you think of a tree trunk and their deep roots go deep into the soil. Like, I love Douglas fir, just all the tree oils I love. Okay. This smells amazing. And so if you like tree oils too, I highly recommend this one, but also our it's not Northern Exposure. I'll put the name here, Northern something. It's just like tree juice, like Christmas trees. It smells like Christmas trees. I love piney, earthy, woody, foresty. I love it. Okay, I'm back. I had to go nurse my baby to sleep. She needs her mama. So I went to convention. I was there from Thursday to Saturday, and I didn't take any of my kids. My husband kept all 5 kids, and my daughter is breastfed. She just turned 1 year old, and I mean, she did have a hard time being without me, but she eats solids, and my husband was giving her my breast milk. I had pumped a little bit, so then he transitioned to just water and bone broth for the last day until I came home. But sorry, I'm tired. I had a hard time. I missed her and I cried every day. And I loved the convention. It's always so uplifting and encouraging and inspiring and full of love and dedication to, you know, sustainable sourcing practices and being beneficial for everyone involved, us and the customers, the builders, the growers, the farmers, like the philanthropy, like it's just full circle. It's such an incredible company. And I've never regretted going to a convention, but I definitely bawled my eyes out multiple times because I didn't take my baby with me. I was gonna take her up until the like 3 days before. I was like, I started saying like, I'm not gonna take her, but I like finally made my decision, like I'm like really not gonna take her. And there's a lot of moms that do. It's very accommodating for mothers. So there's a lot of moms that do take their babies, but I just knew with her being very active and like crawling and walking now that it would have been a lot harder for me to focus and absorb the education when I had such an active little baby with me. So let's talk about Birch. I'm like late to the game with Birch essential oil. So Birch essential oil is extremely easy to create synthetically, and it is extremely hard to harvest ethically and source the way that it's supposed to be, okay? It's hard. And the practices of ethically and sustainably sourcing birch has been a challenge for many. So most of the stuff on the market, when it says birch, it's not birch, it's wintergreen. If you smell birch, you will smell wintergreen because they smell similar because they both have the main chemical constituent as methyl salicylate, okay? It smells very similar to wintergreen. So it's no wonder when people want to put the wool over your eyes, they put wintergreen in it. So what doTerra did is they tested, I want to say 13 or 15, it was one of those, birch from different companies, and not a single birch had actual birch oil in it. It was all either synthetic, completely synthetic, or wintergreen. Jacked up. That's a jacked up. Okay, so methyl salicylate is the main chemical constituent, and wintergreen and birch both have that high constituent in it. So they're both good for what you would use for discomfort in the body, such as tension, muscle tension, minor aches. So this is incredible to dilute with a fractionated coconut oil, and you can mix it with like copaiba, frankincense, wintergreen, deep blue, just blend it all together. I am not gonna lie, this doesn't smell the best to me. Like some people love birch, like, oh, it smells so good, I'm gonna diffuse it. I ain't diffusing this. This little bottle is expensive, and it's like, it takes a lot to like, and I will always be honest with you guys, okay? It doesn't smell like crap. I just don't love the smell. It smells like wintergreen with like a weird after scent. It's not something that I would really want to wear or diffuse, but it is something that helps discomfort. And I've said this before, I'm 42. I have a bad hip. My knee's been acting up. My husband recently has like this wrist thing. He's an electrician, so I don't know if it's all the, you know, so what he does with his arms, but we've been using this diluted and like massaging it onto each other, and it's very helpful. This is now a permanent item with doTerra. So what they did, because people love birch and it works so incredibly well, is what they did was every year for convention, they would put a bottle of birch in the convention box for the people who were just obsessed with birch and frustrated that we couldn't get it year round. Okay, that's how generous doTerra is. Well, now it is a permanent item, commercially sourced. They figured it out. And the story behind it that they shared in doTerra, first of all, I want to go find Skip. I don't know, I'm inspired by this oil, the stories that they told about it, and how they found, like, they had to go back to history, okay? Because like when you don't use what our generations before us put to use, it's a lost art. Oftentimes, if it's not recorded in history, it's lost forever. Well, they found this guy, Skip, who kept records and documents of how to properly and ethically source birch. They found this dude, and he's like amazing. His story was inspiring. Thank God for him, because they found a way to figure it out, and they are sustainably sourcing birch for us now. And I just recommend it for everyone. And you can totally diffuse it. And if you like the way it smells, put it in a blend for your personal fragrance, whatever. I'm just saying, for me, not every oil that I use, I love the way it smells, but it's like, do you want it to smell good, or do you want it to work well? The next cool thing that was released with doTerra, the Serenity Stick. Okay, so you know that they put Breathe in a stick, they put Deep Blue in a stick. Now we have Serenity in a stick, but now they added valerian root. I'm not joking you. I've been using this on my kids' feet since I've been home. I've been using it on my feet since I've been home. I love it. I love it. It smells amazing. If you don't know what Serenity smells like, you need to like get with one of your doTerra people and like ask them for a sniff or a sample or something. You can hit me up. I'll be your huckleberry. This is a part of our Rest and Calm line. I have my diffuser on over there with my little box of oils. So Serenity is always in my room. I put it in my diffuser. I put it in my kids' diffuser right next door to me. I rub it on our bodies. And now I get to put the stick on directly on the feet. I'll rub it on one foot, and then I grab their feet and I like rub the bottoms of their feet together. And then I'm like, kiss them, hug them, good night, and they go to bed. I think it's been amazing. I love it. Okay, so the new Serenity Capsules are updated, and they added tart cherry to the Serenity Capsules. I love Serenity Capsules so much. They've really helped my sleep. I've had insomnia since I was a little girl. Tart cherry helps the body to naturally produce melatonin. These capsules don't have any melatonin in them. I know there's like, you know, two sides of the spectrum where melatonin is concerned. I'm not going to even go there. I'm just saying these do not have melatonin. They worked great before they added the tart cherry. Now it has tart cherry in it, which helps our bodies naturally produce melatonin, which is a hormone that our body naturally produces, but sometimes it could be like out of whack or imbalanced. When I was at convention, I used these and I slept so well, and I woke up there was no grogginess at all. And so what's funny is the first time I took it, I only took one, because I was like, I'm only gonna take one. It's too late. It's like 10 o'clock. I was like, it's too late. I'm just gonna take one. I'm already tired. I don't really need it, right? I just want to take one. The next night I was like, okay, I'm just gonna take one again. This time I stayed up till like 11. It was like 11 and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna take one. Well, I wasn't thinking, and I put two in my hands and like swallowed it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I just took two and I didn't want to. It's already too late, right? Like, I prefer to take these like at 9. You want to take them 30 minutes before you go to sleep. That's it, 30 minutes. But like, I'm like, if it's so late, like why would I just, you know, I don't want the risk of waking up like unrested. I woke up the next morning so refreshed. I did not have a hint of grogginess. You couldn't have any detection that I had taken a natural sleep aid before falling asleep. Like, I can't say enough good things. I love these. I had no idea tart cherry naturally produced melatonin in the body. I don't know why they smell so dang good to me, but they do. I also got the Becoming. So every year that doTerra does a convention kit, they do a themed created rollerball. So we got the Becoming rollerball. I think it's in my backpack that I took to school today because it smells delicious. Like, I love it. It's bright and citrusy, and like, you only got it if you attended a convention. So I got the Becoming roller oil, and I love it. And I don't have it here with me. And then what I also got, because I attended convention, these are janky because I had to like take my convention box and like take everything out of it and stuff it into my carry-on, because I only took a carry-on on my trip. So these boxes have seen better days, but like, I opened this one the wrong way. These are the doTerra MetaPWR Recharge. So this is an addition to our MetaPWR line. These cute little sachets are filled with a liquid electrolyte that have magnesium and ginseng, among other things. They're amazing. They don't have that incredibly salty aftertaste. Okay, so this one is wild strawberry flavor. This is my favorite one. All you're gonna do is shake them up because the minerals settle. So you're gonna wanna give it a little shake up the minerals, right? Because if you just have it like this and then all the minerals are settled here and you pour it into your drink and they might stay in here. You don't want that to happen. So you give it a little zhuzh, okay? And then you tear this little beautifully notched design. I'm telling you, I hate when things like this are hard to open. It pisses me off. Like, I'm not kidding. I'm just like, what the hell is this crap design? This is perfection. Like, they obviously were intentional and they thought this through, because it's just like an easy tear off. I had one today. I already had, did I have this one? No, I think I had the lime one today. Anyways, lime's not my favorite flavor. It's not horrible. It's not my favorite. So I'm drinking both because I love to be hydrated. And I was buying the, I don't know which ones, whatever the ones they sell at Costco. I had wanted to try the LMNT limit. I don't know. But they're pricey and I just didn't know if I was going to get them. And as I was sitting in the DoTerra Convention, I was like, no, I don't have to because I have these. And they have magnesium. Majority of people in the world are like low on magnesium. So we can all use extra magnesium, right? It's really good for you. I just wanted to show you guys the new products that were released for doTerra's Convention 2023. The best. I had a great time. I was with my people. I had my silver leader, was my aunt and my uncle, Thea Val and Theo Adrian. I love you guys so much. I'm so proud of you guys. You're doing amazing and I look up to you. I had a good time. doTerra's culture is always amazing. They give us a ton of free gifts. They took us out to all these team parties and we were just loved on and taught. It was like tons of education and tons of love and so many exciting new things that I honestly, like I said, this thing is like life-changing for me. And out of everything, this is my favorite. This is my new favorite thing. And you know, these two, I like both. So I don't know, but I will use all of these. I will use all of these. I need to be grounded with the Shinrin Yoku. Forest bathing is what we all need. But like I said, always go outside, always go earthing, always go grounding. Don't like just diffuse this oil and think you don't have to go outside. Okay. You still have to go like into the forest. Go be one with nature. It's good for your soul. That's why God intended it, right? We have to be like, we're so far away from our roots. And I feel like the world is slowly waking up and we are going back to the way things used to be, you know, with all the homesteading and the sourdough bread making and the people raising their chickens and milking their cows. And I mean, I have seen a huge shift. I've been with doTerra for 9 years, and in just those short 9 years, I've seen such a huge shift, and it gives me hope for humanity, and we are praying for humanity. And yeah, it's exciting. It's an exciting time to be alive. So I know that the world is full of so much negativity and hardship and like a lot of like deceit, and it's like sad, but if you really stop to think about like what God's doing in other ways and where you're focusing, it's like, I mean, it doesn't have to be. It's not all gloom and doom. And in the end, Jesus wins anyways, and Satan's a defeated foe. So keep that in mind, and Jesus loves you. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.